Well, we're doing BOD, which is ballot on demand. It's the first time it's been done in the state of Florida for early voting. Mike was the first voter this morning to go through. I want voters to have confidence that I put my vote in there. And then not too much longer, the chairman of the county commissioners, Mr. Gervin, came through and he cast his ballot. So it's a good process. It's done well. I know we're approaching a little over 200 right now. No major issues, no major problems. Voters seem to be very pleased with how it's working out. And so am I at this point.
Explain the ballot on demand.
The ballot on demand is nothing more than, instead of having stacks of ballots of all different kinds, because the legislation changed some things on us, and we went from 6 ballot styles to 165 ballot styles. That's what caused this whole issue. So rather than have 165 different stacks, to try to make sure you pull the right ballot, to get them down from the rack, to get it to the voter and try to have some expediency in doing it, this ballot on demand was brought forth as a solution through the state and some of the bigger counties to keep us from overbuying ballots, for one, overstocking that we don't need. So we just buy blank ballot stock. We keep the printed laptop and other things under high security and other issues with the printers, and there's a number of security issues that I don't want to go into because they're security issues, but very well protected, because paper is just as security subjective as touchscreens can be. That security, you've got to have security no matter what you're doing. So that's what we've done and what we've brought in here, and I think overall it should help save some money in the long run as time goes on and we get to understand it better. And also, everyone has a paper ballot, no matter what now, that they can have, and we can always go back and hand turn it. So all the counties in the state of Florida will have to do either stacks of ballots or BOD for August 26th election. Bay County, myself, I wanted to be ahead of the curve because I didn't want to test something out on a really highly active election, I thought, but this election seems to be pretty highly active. As I'm looking out the window right now, it's pretty much been non-stop all day. Personally, I think it's a great thing. I get a little bit testy when I listen to TV stations put out that so-and-so should drop out, or so-and-so should quit, or so-and-so shouldn't be in it anymore. I thought this was a country of making a choice by all of the states, not just the first few of the states. And that's why Florida moved its date up, is because we didn't want to be a part of one or two making the choices. The great thing is there are choices. I don't care who you choose. I don't care which party you are or are not. There's something for someone to vote on if they're not in a party. It's called amendment. Read it. It's close to 400 words long. But for candidates for Democrat and Republican, they have lots of candidates. Don't listen to anyone saying that, okay, they're not going to count, because here in Florida, we are going to have an election. We are going to print results. We're going to send out results. What the parties do with it from there, that's not in our hands. But the public should stay involved and let our opinions be heard through this voting process. So it's very important that we don't sit back and let someone else convince us that we shouldn't be going to the polls for any reason. I don't care what it is. Go to the polls, cast your ballot, cast what you believe. That's what democracy is. That's why we do this.